everybody, and welcome back to the Power Wagon Family Channel. I'm on the road. I'm in the Power Wagon. I got Oscar behind me, and we are headed to Cuba, New Mexico. One of my favorite spots is just north of there, about an hour. And the reason why we're going is not just because we want to go, but a buddy of mine named Al from Southern California reached out to me and said, "Hey Corey, I'm coming through New Mexico. I got a couple extra days. We can do some camping. If you're down, I'm down." I said, "Sure, let's do it, man." He knows my association with New Mexico Expedition, and he knows that that's what we do. We take people on trips all the time. We're the largest overlanding organization in Mexico. We go out, we do stuff, we do local events, and then we also do trips and stuff like that. So he hit me up knowing that we know New Mexico best probably. And so I'm meeting him in Cuba. He's coming from Utah. He was up there for a couple of days. Meeting him in Cuba, New Mexico. We'll gas up, grab some chow probably there, so we don't have to do a dinner tonight, and press into camp. And we got our fingers crossed that we're not going to get any rain. That way we can get a fire going and sit around the fire and bullshit tonight. So hopefully that happens. Worst case scenario, it's raining and we take shelter in our units and we stay dry and chill and go to bed early or whatever. He has a nicely outfitted Tundra with a Project M 4-wheel camper on the back. Very similar to my setup. His interior build out is amazing. I'll show it to you guys later. But yeah, so we're both set up for rain or whatever comes our way. And then another friend of mine, a local friend, Alex, who I've been out with before, he was like, "Hey, did I hear you're going camping on Monday?" And I said, "Yeah, we're gonna leave Monday and come back on Wednesday." And he was all about it, was like, "Hey, I'm headed to Colorado. You mind if I join you guys for a couple of days and I'll push on to Colorado?" I said, "Yeah, let's do it." So he is meeting us as well. He's got a nice JK that he pulls a little teardrop Overland trailer behind, and I'll show you that also here in a little bit. But thought I'd do a quick message. Just hit the road, topped off with gas, and we're chugging along. So we're going to meet these guys, and we'll talk to you all soon and show you some more video once we get to camp. Have a good one. The entire time I was driving this forest road into camp, I was telling myself, please don't keep raining. Please let it be dry at camp. Well, as you'll see here in a few seconds, we got to camp and only had to deal with the rain for a little while. But this road leading to camp is such a beautiful drive, and you can even see some of the trees starting to change for the fall. We had a blast talking on the radio and joking back and forth about how wet we were going to get when we got to camp. But lo and behold, the rain let up and made for a great evening. Well, we got to camp and it rained for a little while. We sat under the awning. I didn't make any videos, so I don't have anything cool to show you necessarily right now, but the rain let up and we're in a beautiful spot. Like I said, it's one of my favorite go-tos, not too far out of town. And yeah, so I'll stop the video here for a second and I'll flip the camera around and let you kind of see our setup, but I'll get a better shot for you in the morning. But super quiet, no rain, no wind, sitting around the campfire. It is awesome. We're just enjoying ourselves right now, having a couple adult beverages. So yeah, I'll pause it now and you'll see the camp here in the dark. All right, so I tucked up over near this tree and I got the awning on the other side. We were sitting under that while it was raining. Alex pulled his Oregon trailer in. He's got it parked right there. And Al has his camper and Tundra set up over there. We got our little campfire going. Alex, give a wave. We can barely see. There you go. So yeah, Alex is doing the lighting for us. But yeah, so we are out here. Oscar's enjoying himself. And yeah, just taking in the evening and looking forward to tomorrow morning and a good breakfast. And I'll show you more at camp then. While making coffee in the morning, we had a few visitors show up. Well, we had a good evening last night. We sat around the campfire and, you know, just traded stories and talked about gear and different places we've been and what we like and what we don't like. And it was a great evening. There was no rain. The rain left, the clear skies. We saw the Starlink trail of satellites, and it was awesome. So went to bed. Alex said he checked his thermostat this morning, or his thermometer I should say, and I guess it got down to about 33 degrees last night. So it did get kind of cold, but I think everybody was warm. I certainly didn't feel it. I was toasty in my blanket, no problem. Woke up this morning to the sound of mooing cows, and the cows had come into camp a little bit, and I could even hear some elk, I think, in the background. So beautiful morning, partially clear skies. We're cooking some sausage here. I'm going to do some biscuits and gravy for the guys, have a good breakfast, go hunt down some firewood, and just hang out and enjoy this beautiful spot and this great weekend with friends. So take a look at where we're at. It's just so secluded and beautiful up here. You don't see this a lot in New Mexico. This is New Mexico. It's not all desert, right? It's a beautiful spot. Have a look. Al builds some amazing interiors. This one in his truck is perfect, with everything having its own space. All right, we're back at the kitchen because the sun is going down, and that means it's dinner time. So I started some potatoes on the timbu tusk, and I'm just going to give these a little fry and brown these potatoes. And once these potatoes are done, you come over to Alex's camper kitchen here. So I'm cheating a little bit. These are already cut up, but I've got some original smoked sausage, and I've got some jalapeno smoked sausage. We're going to put the smoked sausage in there. I cheated again. Easy prep, already cut up some bell peppers and a little bit of white onion, and mix that all together, and it's going to be delicious. And on top of all that, Al had a seasoned up, what is this, Al? What? Ribeye that he didn't make the other night. We're going to do this up too. So we're going to all share a little bit of ribeye and then have that smoked sausage hash for dinner. So we're going to be eating good tonight. Sitting around the campfire, you can pan around. We found a bunch of firewood, so we've got plenty of wood to keep us keep it going. So yeah, I think we're in a good position for the evening. We're going to have full bellies and a warm fire to sit around and enjoy the peace and quiet out here. It is so quiet, except for the cows that are over there making their way closer, that are making a bunch of noise. But other than that, it's been great. So keep watching. You'll see more of the trip after this. Well, hello everybody, and it's headed home day. I'm on the road headed home right now. Just got off the radio with Al. He's continuing his adventure to Texas, Dallas area for the Avid Overland or Avid Outdoors show, I believe. One of the two, I can't remember, but he's pressing on to go to that event. I think we had a good weekend. It was really, really nice. We got to camp. We had a little bit of rain. We sat under my awning and just hung out for a little bit, maybe an hour, and the rain passed. We were able to come out from the awning and have a fire and enjoy the evening. All day yesterday was nice. It was beautiful. The winds weren't bad. Mostly clear skies, no rain at all. And yeah, we had a fun time. Did a couple little hikes. Al took off on his electric motorcycle or e-bike, or I'm not quite sure what category it falls into, but anyway, yeah, we had a good day yesterday. We talked about a lot of different stuff, different mods on vehicles and overlanding gear and what we like and what we don't like and what the future holds and where and what we're going to do with our current rigs and what we'd like to do if we had unlimited supply of money. But overall, it was really good. It was nice to hang out with him. He's such a good guy. So I'm glad that we could, take him out and host him and show him a good time as he came through New Mexico. And it was super cool to have Alex out there with us too. Alex had his Oregon trailer, and it was that little trailer was way cooler in person to check out. The quality and the craftsmanship put into that little trailer is amazing, and it's super overlandy or off-roady. The suspension and just the design and the sturdiness of everything really impressed me. So I know Alex is excited to be using his new Oregon trailer. But it's time to go home. It's time to get cleaned up and wash some of that campfire smell off and just get everything ready for the next adventure. And I'm not quite sure when that's going to be. We got a family trip coming up here in a couple of weeks. We're going on a cruise. So we're going to take a break from this kind of stuff and do a big family trip out on a cruise ship. So looking forward to that. But maybe end of October time frame. Again, I'm going to have weekends off coming up here in the next week or two. So I'm very excited about that. And I plan on getting out as much as I can. I know the kids really want to get out. So we're going to do it. And we're going to bring you along for the ride. So thank you again for watching. I know there wasn't a whole lot of content because I was just really enjoying myself. But I tried to show you a little glimpse of our weekend. Thank you again for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. It helps us out. And also, I couldn't do any of this without the help of some really awesome companies out there. So first and foremost, 4-Wheel Campers, great people, great product. If you're in the market, I don't think there's anything better out there right now, especially this Project M, the weight that it's very light and it gives you such a nice comfort of home inside, but you guys have seen that in previous videos. Then also Baja Designs. I loved another product I absolutely love, and the people over there are really, really cool to deal with, and keep in touch with those guys all the time. So Baja Design lights, if you're looking for some off-road lighting, really, really you can't beat Baja in my opinion, but others may say other things, but Baja Designs is the company that I prefer. So check those guys out. Demos Pro Tools, they make some great stuff. They actually have a new little mini shovel, mini Delta, that I saw this weekend on Al's truck, and I gotta have one of those. It's really cool. It's like a little tiny miniature backpacking version of the shovel I have on the back of the truck. So I'm probably gonna end up picking one of those up. So Demos, thank you guys for everything you've done for us. We've also got Wildland Coffee, some of the best, easiest coffee you can make at camp. We've got other companies such as Thor's Lightning, who makes air compressors, some of the most powerful air compressors I've used. So check those guys out. And Red Arc, you know, the last but not least for sure, Red Arc, man, they just make some really, really badass stuff. And I don't think there's anybody, we were talking about it this weekend, I don't think there's anybody out on the market making the stuff that they offer. I mean, you can look at Renogy and you can look at Victron and some of these other companies, but nobody makes anything that I know of like the Red Vision and their Manager 30 and their system combined is so well thought out, and it does absolutely everything and anything I could ask it to do. We were making coffee this morning using the Keurig and the inverter, the Red Arc 2000 inverter, and it was like 39 degrees outside, and that thing was just chugging along and pushing coffee out of that coffee pot even at that cold temperature. So yeah, the Red Arc stuff is man, it's just awesome, and I can't say enough about it. I'm just so pleased with the way that turned out. I have no issues with my electrical system. I run everything I want, and I don't drop below, I mean, I've never seen like 60%, and that's Starlink, coffee, fridge, lights, fans, all that stuff. The solar is dialed in, so the solar is keeping the battery full, and the output is being all managed by the Red Arc stuff. So definitely give them a look. It is on the expensive side, but again, it's buy once, cry once. Take a look at their stuff. You will not be disappointed. It is so cool and easy to use. You know, sitting around the campfire, pull up the Red Arc app and look and see what the temperature is outside. Look, see what the temperature is inside the camper. It's really, really cool. So give them a glance on the internet too if you're in the market for that kind of stuff. But again, thank you to all those companies out there that have made this truck what it is, which is a completely off-grid workhorse, and we are so pleased with the way that the truck is working for us right now. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Don't want to drag it on. Thank you again for tuning in, watching the video. Like and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and we'll take you out on the next one as soon as we get a trip planned. So we'll see you then. Have a good one.